Make sure you can see here that her ears are through. Always make sure everything and all your equipment and your tack is fully checked. Then we're going to get the girth. I'm going to pull it down. So here is just right for Amelia. So she's got her crease there. So we thought we'd do a video today in learning how to tack up your horse. I've been asked many questions many times about how to tack up, what is the tack and parts of it. So what we're going to do today is dissect it a little bit and go through each part of the tack and learn how to tack up your horse. So let's go. So we've got the bridle, so we've got the reins, you've got the headband, you've got the bit. Most of you, especially British riders, will have a noseband on our horse. We don't have one, and we only use them when we go showing because it's important that you have them when showing. But for our horses, we don't use nosebands because we don't need to, so we tend not to use them. So she's got a snaffle bit, which goes in her mouth, and these support the reins and the rest of the bridle. First of all, you put the reins over her head. Now we've got the reins on. We tend to put the rest of it in one hand. As we put it over her, we hold on to it. This bit now, we open it up, and Amelia's very good. And then you slide it up over the ears. So make sure, put your headband and her ears are through. So make sure you can see here that her ears are through. If you did have a noseband, which she's got on now, you'd then tie it up here. But if you haven't got one on, you get the throat lash that comes round and it does up there, and that's how you tack up the bridle. And make sure they're both through. As I have seen before, people have had this bit too loose and not necessarily done up this tight enough, and their bridles off their horses while they're riding them has fallen off. We don't want that, do we? Always make sure everything and all your equipment and your tack is fully checked. So if I turn Amelia this way, you can see it's fully tacked. So with the creases as well, you want to see at least 2 creases there. You don't want it too tight and you don't want it too loose that she can't feel it. So here is just right for Amelia. So she's got her crease there. So that means it's correct. So now we'll get the saddle. So here we have Amelia's saddle. This is her pad. This is the saddle. This bit here is the girth. Can someone grab a stirrup? We've got a loose stirrup, that isn't ours. Right. Then we've got on our saddle, we like to have a saddle gel pad. This is for extra comfort and it's very soft. So when you're riding the horse, it cushions your bum as well, which is a lot nicer. These are your stirrups. And then underneath you've got your girth, which when we put the saddle on the horse, you want to make sure it's over the saddle. So when you put on a saddle, you can see where the dip is in the horse's back. So we're going to put it up and over. So you want it to be able to put your fist there so it's not touching. So you can see this gap here. Okay, you want to be able to have that much room so you know it's not too high up or it's not too far down. Then we're going to get the girth. We're going to pull it down. So here we have the straps. So this adjusts the girth. So I might loosen this now so I can do up the girth the other side. So I'm going to put these straps down. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Once we're around the other side, you're going to pull the girth through. And you can see now when we lift up this again, you've got your straps. So we always put it on the first and the third. So put it there, tuck it up. And then that one, so you put it in, and you pull up. So, as we're not riding her quite yet, I want to keep it a little bit loose for now. So we don't need it to be too tight for now. So I can easily get that under her. But obviously when we're riding, and the more she exercises, the looser this will become, and you'll be able to do it up further. But wait until you're riding and she's warmed up before doing it up. Here we have the stirrups. This is how stirrups are. You put your feet in. When you want to put your tack away, we slide the stirrup up, then we pull the stirrup leather through. So that's a nice convenient way of keeping your tack safe and all together. And we keep it like that until we're ready to ride. So we've got the nice gel pad. So without the gel pad, obviously you've got the nice saddle underneath, which isn't too bad. It's quite cushiony this anyway. It's quite nice and padded. But because we do a lot of riding, it's sometimes nice just to have extra comfort on your bum and get a gel pad, which you can get from Amazon or anywhere really. There we are. So make sure everything's in check. Girth's done up, everything's in place. Make sure her mane is not touching or stuck under her saddle. Make sure you can get your fist there. And then if you come and look this way, behind her butt, that should all be centre. So if you can see that there, it's in centre line with Amelia. And that's her ready to ride.